los terroristas.
And do the Harlem Shake.
I don't always do Big Board alone, but when I do it for the fans. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, NMAA players and fans and the people of this great city. Well, let's talk about what happened last weekend after trampling all over an undermanned and, I quote, diva team, Arad. MIB themselves were trampled upon by Jund. It was not even fair. From the get-go, the first play of the game was an alley-oop from half court. It wasn't fair at that point. MIB had a great season, had high hopes for them, but hopefully they'll come back next year looking better. After having their best season thus far, the Ummah lost to Haq 2.0, and Haq 2.0, I had higher hopes for them, but they were clearly just outmanned by An-Noor. And An-Noor, they're looking really good right now. I mean, they're looking like the Miami Heat. That's how I see them. They have the big three or four, and they're just unstoppable at this point. But we'll see. In the finals, it's going to be Jund versus An-Noor, and I wish a tie is possible because I could watch this game forever. But someone's got to win, and I think it's going to be Jund because Jund is just they're in their role. They're on a roll right now. They can't be stopped, can't be touched. Roy Jones Jr. Switching over to the Muslim League, there were shock waves sent through it. It was nobody expected what happened last week. I mean, it was the biggest plot twist. MIB. They thought they had it in the bag, but no, the Kings just came out, and they were in rhythm. They were playing well together. The chemistry was definitely on point. And they just basically ran them out of the gym. And then An-Noor had an amazing comeback and finish at the end. I mean, I had expected Browntown, as everyone else did, Browntown to just, go to work and handle their business, but they couldn't against An-Noor. There were some calls, that went one way, went another way, but An-Noor just roared back, and they did not give up, and they won that game. Big shout out to Arif for hitting that shot. Well, moving on to the finals preview, or the semis, it's going to be the Thundercats versus the Kings, and the Thundercats, who still haven't lost, they have to play it safe, or else they might get that first loss in the playoffs. Trust me, Sarat, we know about that from last season. And speaking of Sarat's going to be playing An-Noor in the same place that they played them last year. So it's going to be time for Sarat to either dish out revenge or fall victim to their mistakes as they did last year. But my final preview for the Muslim League, I'm going to say it's going to be Thundercats versus Sarat. And Sarat's experience and with the full squad, will defeat the Thundercats. It'll be a close game, but Sarat's going to win it. I'd like to give a few shout-outs this week. First one to the giant human teddy bear of the NMAA, Waris, who injured his toe. We all hope for a speedy recovery. My next shout-out, it's coming, actually, it's a shout-out to a shout-out from Lasagna to his cousin Noodle, saying what a great season he's had. Alfredo Williams, just keep it up, and we'll see you. Maybe you'll get the MVP. I don't know. You might get my vote, maybe. Haven't decided yet. Lastly, don't forget, everybody, we're going to be doing the Harlem Shake video. I don't know if you've heard about this. If not, YouTube, I'll post a link on the page. It is kind of the next thing, and we think it's time NMAA showed everyone what we're all about. But three things. First, go crazy. Second, be appropriate. This is a family environment. And lastly, have fun. So, that's it for the big board this week. Niall Khan will be back next week. He was on the injury reserve list, but hopefully he'll be recovered for big board. Send my salam to you and your family. Have a good week. We'll see you soon.